What's up, guys? Eric Downs here, coming back to you with episode 5 of Anatomy of a Playback Rig. Coming to you today from our brand new shop in LA here. It's called Wax. We have an incredible room that we've set up here, and we're bringing in a lot of incredible up-and-coming artists and developing their shows. Today, we have a show with a very unique setup. We're doing some things that we've never done before, and I think we're at peak cleverness. So I wanted to share it with you guys because I think you might think it's cool. Come on, check it out. The setup for this tour is pretty conventional. It's drums, guitar, vocals, and playback. Pretty normal setup these days. So we're back here at the drum rig. The drummer's going to be running our playback, but I wanted to show you exactly how our playback is set up because it's a little bit different than what you might be used to, even from prior videos. Check it out. Now we have some familiar subjects down here usual suspects is what I meant. But our overall setup is a lot simpler than it used to be. Essentially, the entire tour package, the entire audio package, travels in two 4-unit cases. This is 5 units, could be 4. And a computer. You might notice right off the bat that our top unit these are our IEMs for our monitoring, and the bottom is our M32, which you may remember from episode 4 that we've been using. You might notice, however, also that there's no playback rig. Yep, it's gone, and I'll show you why. We've basically figured out a way for the entire tour to travel with not only their monitor mix, but a smashing front of house mix. We can do full multi-track playback, live vocal processing, and even MIDI patch changes, all in this little stack here. It's getting pretty cool. Let me show you how it works. Essentially, what we realized is that the M32 is basically, it's a mixer. We all know it as a mixer, but another way you can think about it is as the biggest audio interface you've ever used. Tons of ins and tons of outs, way more than you would ever have on a normal interface. And we realized that we can just connect the computer straight to the interface, and you can actually virtually route all of your audio playback so that it lands on however many tracks you want. If you want just a stereo left-right, click, or if you want to split out all your stems, do whatever you want, you can do that to an unlimited degree in the M32 software. Now in our case, we split ours out to be a stereo left-right, a click, and a vocal guide track for our singer. But the other clever thing, this is actually where it gets really clever. We're actually also doing live vocal processing. No Apollo, no UAD, none of that stuff. Now in this particular show, there's no tune necessary, although we have tried that and it works. We're really mainly just using distortion on and off, automated throughout songs. What we do is we take our vocalist's mic line, drop it in one of the physical inputs here, and then in the M30, within the mixer software, we split it. And we send one line to Ableton, where we have distortion processing and other sort of filtration and EQ effects and things like that going on. And it gets looped back and lands on its channel. Next to it lands the direct dry channel, which we use for monitoring and as a backup. So in effect, we can do all of the cool processing that a lot of modern shows have come to expect without jamming a bunch of different expensive, smaller pieces of gear into a big box and then traveling around the country with it and flying with it. The other quick thing I wanted to point out is a really brilliant app that we're using to control our playback. It's called AbleSet. AbleSet is an app I stumbled upon maybe about a year ago at this point. The really cool thing about this app is that, first of all, it's really, really well designed and wildly powerful. If you've ever used a setlist app for your playback before, this does 10 times more than you've ever seen a setlist app do. And it does it all without a dedicated plugin or anything like that. It does it all wirelessly. So it has a big, beautiful, stupid interface, which is easy, super easy to operate, automatic song queuing, all the good stuff. Honestly, I can't go in depth with everything this thing can do because not only is it extremely expansive, but the developer of it is expanding its capabilities beyond what I even thought a setlist app should do regularly. It's pretty amazing. Check it out. It's called AbleSet. Now, the way we're using it in this show is that, yes, obviously you can control the set. The drummer can control the set here just by hitting spacebar over and over again. But because this is all wireless based, all the band members can also use their phones not only to mix their ears like we're used to, but they can also control this set from their phones, which means if we have a big dramatic walk-on, instead of having to walk out, press spacebar, and sit there, they can trigger it from side stage, or let the walk-on build, and enter at their time for maximum dramatic effect. It's a lot of professional polish packed into one tiny, tiny package that ironically has fewer points of failure and is less expensive than what we've come to expect from modern touring playback. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, etc. about anything I've covered here, please let me know. I know you will, you always do. And if there's anything you'd like to see me cover, go into more detail on, or cover in the future, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Until next time, see you later.